subscribers are looking at. We need to be.
Did you see that video by Abba and Preach today?
Which one?
They YouTube's just a job. They say that as they just clips 1 million subs, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. No one gets to 1 million subs just for we don't care.
Yeah, and they got to 1 million subs, not really making original content, which is crazy. People just like their reaction to original content.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be those people
Did you see the reaction video to their success from basing off reaction videos? It's just like basically a bunch of people saying they don't like Abba and Preach because they're mean for no reason. And sometimes they are reaching as theatrics. That's part of their stint. They have to be mean.
I don't really have problems with anything that they say. I think that's how dudes talk. What's wrong with it? They don't. This is the thing that I find to be weird. Why are people going on YouTube to get pissed off about what somebody else says on their channel? If you don't like it, you don't have to be there. You don't have to watch it. That's the beauty about YouTube. Actually, again, people seem to forget the slogan of YouTube is broadcast yourself. Why are you mad that this is how these people are broadcasting themselves? This is who they are.
Welcome to another episode of Identity Proof, baby. We're up late after dark, baby.
After dark.
Get your triple X's out.
I don't know, hey man.
Hey,
I got no need for the triple X's.
Hey, for what it's worth, thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of the Identity Proof. We haven't really been doing the podcast segment of this situation. We're usually on the live stream, which is every Tuesday at 6-ish o'clock CP time. CP time. In addition to that, you can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, literally everywhere. All that great stuff will be in the description below. And if you want to, stick it to Jeff Bezos, since he stepped down like a weak SOB, you can stick it to the man by donating to us, but you don't really donate to us. All you do is shop like you normally would. We have an affiliate link. Click it. Shop on Amazon. Buy your stuff. It's okay. Yeah. But Eric, welcome back to the show, man. How are you?
Man, I am good. You have said something that after we're done recording, I got the new name for the Tuesday night podcast, and I am not going to drop it on this episode. Tuesday night. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Write it down. Don't forget, write it down because I'm just pissed.
It's in here.
Hey, just know if the next episode starts with me yelling at Eric because he really did forget it, this is literally proof of why I was yelling. But in today's episode, we try and make our content we're trying to make more content, and we're trying to acquire a male following. I think that's fair. A bigger male following. Our following is strictly women right now. Women love us.
I don't know how we manage.
Why women love us. Look at us. Look at us. Yeah. It's us. It's you. Ladies, look at your man. Now look at me. Look at him again. Now look at me. Look at my phone. I was about to say I got hoes. But the truth is, what the ladies come for is the hair whips, but more importantly, come for the content, because that's what's really going to keep you here. As one of our viewers said, they came here for the history lesson, but they stayed for the sexual innuendos. We get it hot. But
it got a little smoky in there for a second.
It did. They be trying us. The women be trying us. Women really love sex so much. They really. There's nothing more attractive to women than just two brothers who are just okay in their masculinity, and they can be jovial. Black boy joy is sexy.
First, hey, listen, that'll preach all day long, bro. Like, the one thing that I notice is that I've learned this through the podcast. Women do not mind listening to good-looking dudes that also they can relate to and agree with the majority of stuff that they say. And they have no problem looking at you and disagreeing with you. They'll still come off with a disagreement so long as you look good while you disagreeing with them.
Looking good is a big part of it. There's a part of me that says me and Erica, one day me and Erica gonna wear like a shirt and tie type get up, bow tied up or
Um,
something.
oh yeah, we might just pull it out for the next live stream. See how y'all behave.
See
Y'all
how
need to get
y'all
our sub.
behave. Y'all, y'all don't deserve the bow tie hero, but if y'all get it, y'all better love it.
Oh
But
yeah.
also like another part that me and so admittedly, let's full disclosure here. Uh, if you're watching this right now, it's because you were baited into clicking on that awesome SEO title and uh, picture, and we did it on purpose because
Yeah.
I have a, I, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the fact this title and this other thing. The person watching this red pill person, whoever the fuck you are, I don't really fuck with you because I don't really understand you. But that's part of what this show is about, the identity booth, trying to identify with each other, right? So I'm trying
Yeah.
to get a better understanding of this group of people who are called red pill. Now, Eric isn't a red pill person, but he is an expert in their ways. He has studied you guys.
Hold on. I hold on, Hero. I would actually say that I am a red pill person.
Uh-oh. I'm talking with the enemy. Ah, I'm talking with the
I
enemy.
honestly say that I am. It's just that everybody. The thing about the community is everybody displays their masculinity differently. Masculinity should only be one thing. I think the majority of men agree on what is masculine.
What is
Um,
masculine? What is it?
masculinity masculinity is first of all being a male. It's not leading with your emotions, it's leading with logic, it's not leading with your feelings, it's leading with what you know to be true. Second of all, it's standing in your confidence. Third of all, it is going after what you're passionate about in life. Fourth of all, it is not about catering a kowtow to what a woman wants. It's about what you want to do with your life.
Can a
Sounds
woman be
oddly.
masculine?
Oh, a woman can definitely lead with masculine
Oh,
energy
okay.
because because when a woman stands in her feminine, a woman is attractive and sexy to a man who has his head on right. A grown man, not a male, because there's a lot of guys out here that are my height and my weight that act like children. So there is a difference. There is a difference, and I know you're keenly aware with some of these people too. I'm sure you encountered them, especially in your younger years. I'm quite sure you encountered them. Look like Tarzan, act like Jane. I'm just saying. There's a lot of these little soft,
you know,
friendly
you
weirdos
know
out
who I
here.
call those guys, and I'll point, and I'll use football as a reference because when we play football, football's a game, right? It's a
Yeah.
game when it comes straight down to it. But I couldn't stand when one of the fuck boys would fuck up in practice or do something that will get them a flag because a late hit, not being disciplined, not having 12 men on the field, all that comes down to is you just not being disciplined in your ability to function. You're emotional. Like you got pushed to the ground hard. No one threw the flag, so you got to put it. And for all of time in his existence, who gets seen? The pusher or the returner? It's always going to be the returner. So why would you put yourself in a predicament to get fucked?
Yeah.
So like that emotion, I can definitely adhere to that emotion. People who lack emotional intelligence have a
You
real
bringing it
difficult
back.
time watching shit on our podcast. Okay.
That's very true. I mean, there's people who gonna be emotionally unintelligent when they watch this because they think the conversation is going away that they don't agree, and I don't care. And that's the thing. Again, I don't really care. YouTube is about me broadcasting myself, and this is who I am. And if you don't like it, you can go listen to somebody else broadcast themselves, or you can do one better and broadcast yourself talking about how you don't like how I broadcast myself.
But don't use the
So
name reaction booth because Arba has already taken that shit.
she already took the reaction boost, so that one's
So
already
then
gone.
I want to know more about why this why red pill culture is taking off on YouTube? And why isn't this something that we need to be snuffing out? Because it sounds like to me that people who are adhering to this red pill lifestyle are adhering to some unhealthy things. This dissociation with women, or this condemnation of women that I've seen from it, is kind of surreal to hear. I don't
Why? Hold
really
on. Why?
understand, because I don't think men get to dictate how women should be treated. And this comes
Oh,
from a
that's a gross misunderstanding of
and
what
and
they
and
actually do believe about women.
and this is why I say the more gross behavior, because red pill is just a subsidiary of the bigger picture, right? Is there other factions? Are there more violent issues in this? Are there more passive issues in this? Like, how far does the spectrum go when you're talking red pill?
there's no violent spectrum of it. It's actually it starts off with there's two major groups from what I see. There's the people who want to engage with women but only on their terms, and then there's the people who the other side who doesn't want to engage with women at all. They say avoid women, don't talk to them, don't date them, you know.
Okay,
Not even
that can
some of these
be
people are like not even hire a prostitute, get a sex doll,
though,
get your rocks off with a
Eric,
sex
and you
doll.
don't see a problem with that?
Oh,
Those people.
those people, those people, in my opinion, are mentally disturbed. Absolutely. The fact that you wouldn't want to have physical interaction with a woman and you're attracted to women, you'd rather have a sex doll because you don't want to get divorced. Divorced R word. You don't if you know I can read what I'm saying. The word that rhymes with grape starts with an R. This is the terminology, and I have to censor myself like that because this is already going to get flagged for saying red pill. So again, but this is part of the scrutiny that these guys get. They don't want to go through the crazy relationships. They don't want to spend money on women. They'd rather keep their money on their for themselves and their hobbies. They don't want to go through the time wasting and the interaction of dealing with the majority of what they say modern women are crazy. And then you have the completely other side that says, I do want to deal with women, but I want to deal with them because I want to have sex with them. There are some traditional people in this community. Okay, one of the OGs of the community, Rollo Tomasi, has been married for 23 years, and he has a
I feel like
21-year-old daughter.
he's a
Yeah.
poser. He's a poser.
But no, you got to understand where the red pill movement came out of. It didn't used to be called that. See, back I got into, bro, I got to break. No, but this is the thing. Not a lot of people know this history about where all this stuff comes from.
All right.
So back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you go back to AOL chat rooms, Yahoo chat rooms, there was a group. Yes, these were groups of guys who used to go in chat. And you guys remember like early 4chan before it got weird and the hacker community kind of took it over. It was where people used to go in and talk. And these guys used to go in and talk about, hey, I need help getting girls. And then the other guys would come in and comment. And there was like these groups. And out of that movement started the PUA movement, the pickup artist movement. And I got turned on to that in 2006. Neil Strauss's The Game came out and I read it. And there was a whole bunch of people online who were reading this book too. I was in a bunch of forums and chat rooms, and dudes were talking about, a 2 set, a 4 set, how to approach women, how to peacock, take care of yourself, work out. It was really telling dudes to be the best version of themselves and do whatever they had to do to be attractive to the women that they wanted. And out of that movement came what we see as the modern red pill, but it's broken off into sections now just because the times have shifted. Also me and time being over movements with hashtags in front of them have prevented dudes from really feeling like they have a place to actually, not all, just a lot of the dudes don't feel like they can really go online and say what it is. So again,
okay, but what? So, and you can say whatever you want online, but you also have to be no, you can, but you have to be prepared for the consequences. So when I hear a situation where a dude is trying to alleviate himself of all aspects of a woman, he can't function in this society. That's why we call him crazy. Like, he's not going to be able to function in this world where 52% of the people walking around are women. So, like, those people, okay, we can say off the top, Rocker, if you're in that category, you're crazy. So we're not worried about you. Let's talk about the more sensible version of red pill culture then, right?
Oh, yeah. So we got we got the one group which I don't agree with their ways. I'm not gonna even mention their name.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick though. Hey, pussy's okay, man. It's great. It tastes delicious. Like, it's lean. It's good protein.
Hold on. First of all, don't lie to these good.
It is.
You forget. No, you are forgetting the dudes that you are talking to. These guys have had experiences, and I'm not gonna believe for 1 second you haven't had one bad vaginal encounter.
The good outweighs the bad by a
No,
million.
okay. So you've had when it doesn't smell right, you dang sure not gonna see the taste right.
Hey, when I trust and believe, the reason why I found out good from bad, roses really do smell like boo boo. That's a fact.
Ooh, shade thrown.
But roses, he didn't say nothing about how they taste. God damn it! So for me, I know what I'm looking for. But by all means, hygiene is something serious. You know what you smell like when you ain't showered in 2 days. If you smell that smell, walk away. But for every other one, hey, put on your handkerchief, indulge yourself. All right, indulge yourself.
I mean, I don't think this is the community to be advocating for
I'm just trying to get them all some new shit. If you're here and you're trying to
they listen, first of all, these dudes ain't coming here to talk about how they can eat box. They trying to get topped off. Like, let's just be honest.
You can't get none if you don't give none. What's the rule about getting mail? What's the rule about getting mail? In order for you to get mail, you got to send something, right?
Hey, listen, just because you send something don't mean the person gonna sign for it. So you listen, you better be the one receiving first.
Cash on delivery.
Hey, exactly. You're right. I agree with
I'm a generous lover. But can we talk about that real quick before we go into a generous lover? Guys, let's be honest, right? You can beat I know it might sound strange, but you make love to your hand, and that shit ain't so funny. But all these men will beat they meat like it owes them money. Like, let's not sit here and pretend like pleasing a man is a difficult thing to do. It's not. Jerk left, jerk right, splat. It'll come out.
Man. It's from what my single friends tell me is it's not as easy as a lot
your
of
single friends aren't in tune with themselves, because if you beat your meat, you know how to love yourself.
No, I'm talking about that kind of thing from women. They the above and beyond techniques are not
okay. And you know what? Hey, I'll say that. I will say that the
skills ain't there.
You got to know your lady's skill set. You want to know how you know a guy can smooth in the bed? Got to see if he can dance. Eric can dance. Eric can dance, goddammit. But hey, motherfucker, you want to know if a guy can smooth in the sheets? He got to move in the streets. Like, that's how it goes. He got to be able to dance. Ladies.
That is very true.
Don't got creases in him. He can't move. He flat-footed. So when you pushing it back on him, he gonna lose his balance. He ain't never had to stand on his own 2 feet. You gotta and this is why being in physical contact with people will give you context clue into a deeper realization of a person, right? Like, you gotta go out on a limb and take experience for what it's worth. Could you get burned?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Why? Again, this is part of the community. Why should I do that? Why should I just go enjoy what I want to do by myself? Like, my being fulfilled and happy isn't coming from them. I mean, you literally just said the same thing about the women. The women don't have to look for a man for fulfillment. Neither do men have to look to women for fulfillment anymore. And at the end of the day, the dudes know that the older they get, the more in the driver's seat they become. See, women have all the utility when they're in their youth, and as they get older, their utility sharply declines. And I say, and what I mean by utility is not about her accomplishments; it's about how useful is she to me at this point in her life. And what I mean by useful is how physically useful is she. Now,
These
a lot of people will
people
get
don't
mad because it's reducing. Yeah, these. I mean, but again, this is the mindset.
but these people
I
can't. This
I
is
did
not
I
healthy.
couldn't have you. No, I honestly I think that it is. This is people being self-aware enough to know, you know what? I want this. If I can't get it right now, I'm not accepting anything. Number one. Number two, the world says it's completely okay for a woman to have the same idea, but as soon as I have a preference as a man, I have an issue. I completely
But your
agree with
press,
that as
but
well.
a preference and a preference and a type of oppression is two different things. And I'll
How
say,
what's oppressive about the
because
situation?
the what the male in this situation is expecting a complete and utter submission. But in
Yes.
order to you for you to get that, you have to have social skills on par with that. And also, it's no healthy relationship will ever be born of that. I remember I love the fact that you brought
That's
up
not
the
true. That's
I
not
mean,
true.
let's speak on this, and you're absolutely true. The leader is proof of this. He has a 21-year-old daughter, but just like we know, internet people today are not who they are on the internet. Is further proof, and his sham is quite impressive, but it's not deceiving people like me and you because we see right through that. This guy is living his best life, making a lot of money, deceiving people into a
Uh,
lifestyle.
I see. Here's the deal, because we're making assumptions about the lifestyle. See, it is multifaceted, and the point of the whole red pill is for men to wake up and realize that they can stand in their confidence, that they do not have
But
to.
haven't men always been able to stand in their confidence?
Uh, actually, this I don't think the statistics bear that up. I think we have so.
We
Uh,
literally have a song dedicated to it. It's a man's world.
yes, and when was that song made?
When men ruled everything.
Exactly, and men don't anymore. And here's the thing: women can do whatever they want. I don't care what a woman wants to do. She is free to do. She is a sentient being and is completely free. She has will to do whatever it is she wants, whenever she wants, with whomever she wants, so long as I don't have to pay for it. Now, men, because the pendulum has swung so far in one direction, we literally have two generations of young men that have lost their way. I said literally, how many young men are going to college? 40% of
But
young
how's
men
that
are.
women's fault?
It's not about the fault of women. It's just, let me finish the point.
Okay.
40% of young men are going, and of that 40%, only 20% are graduating. 60% of young women are graduating high school, going to college, and of that, 80% are graduating. There is this huge divide in the not only the education but also the social economic
So what you're
standing.
saying is if men were smarter, they'd be more comfortable being around women.
Yeah, I mean that's a very feminist thing to say, but again, it's not about that. It's about
I can
we
see
should.
all the red pill people typing fierce. You can't say shit.
Nah, bro. Honestly, it's about the things that have been systematically done, not to even things out, not to bring equity, but to literally bring men down.
But what has been happening to men? Because you gave me the story about education, but you haven't
So,
told me how that's
so what?
affected men.
So
Like,
the the two generations that have been raised up are single motherhood generations. We have not had fathers around. Again, who enforced your education?
enforce my education. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
who really would who of your parents, who was the more tough parent? Who was the more restrictive parent?
Okay, that was my mom.
Okay. And when it came to the things of life and how to handle things as a human being, who enforced that?
Well, I mean, both parents did. They had a
Okay,
task
so
in that.
okay, of course, but what was the primary role, from your opinion, that your father played in your life?
Leadership.
And this is the perfect example, because how many guys do you know that are you have a different circle of friends. I don't think that's a fair question
Yeah.
to ask.
Yeah.
But how many guys do we know that are not leaders, that just are content to follow people, and maybe they want to be a leader, they just have no idea how to do it?
And there's a sea of them, but like all
Yes.
I'm trying to, and I hear that aspect of it, but I'm trying to see how that is somehow the fault of a woman.
It's not about it being a woman's fault. It's about this community is literally trying to reinvigorate a whole group of young boys and men that were neglected by fathers, mainly. Nobody was around to tell them to
So
wash your ass. Nobody was around to tell them, hey man, get up and go to school. Nobody was there to say, hey man, you need to get up and get a freaking job. You
okay,
need to go to the gym and work out. You need to become the best version of yourself. There's a huge group that says, hey man, quit complaining about what you can't go get. If she doesn't want to have sex with you, that's your problem. Go find another girl, or become a better version of yourself, and then go knock on her door. That's really what the community is about.
so I feel like these people need therapy.
Why
Because
do why?
I mean, because if you have these flaws or these mental barriers that are preventing you from living your best life, then I think you need to reevaluate what things you truly value in life. It sounds like it's a control thing. If they
Nah.
can't control the woman in this absolute form, they don't want to
It's
deal with
not a,
the woman.
it's not a, it's not about control. It's like, hey, this is the way I'm living my life. If you want to be around me or be in a relationship with me, these are the requirements.
But Eric, Eve, as a married man, compromise is everything. There's,
A man always has to compromise. Here's the thing about
but
men.
women do
We know
too.
that we know no. We know in life that we have to sacrifice. We know we cannot have it all. See, a lot of what ladies have been taught, oh, you can have it all. You can have a husband. You can get a degree. You can have the kids. You can get
You
a
can.
Birkin bag. Baby, yes, queen. That's all they've heard the whole time, bro. That's all that they've heard. And you and I know that we have to give up something to get something. We know that life gives us quid pro quo situations all the time. It's something for something. You have to give it up. We don't get everything. And so the thing, if I'm going to be in control of my life, I have to live my life by a set of rules. And if I want someone to respect me, I have to give them the rules and hold them accountable for following them. It's just the way that it is. It's funny because me being in mid-level corporate management, I understand this concept very well. What I permit, I promote. If I say this is how it is, and then I allow you to do something else, then who's really in control? Especially if there's no consequence. And this is all these guys are saying. Here is my boundary. Don't cross it. If you do, that's fine. Just go over there. This is not arguing. I'm not yelling. I'm not cussing and putting her down. There are some of those guys, and there's a lot of the younger ones because they're still angry and haven't figured out that you don't gotta yell and raise your voice. You can just calmly tell her to leave. They still haven't worked off all the anger. Then and I'll be transparent and say that. And then some of them I see them, I follow them up, and I'll be like, young blood, like just calm down, bro. Like it's not that serious. But a lot of them just they don't care. They really just don't care. They're out for themselves. They're out to live the life that they want to live. A lot of these guys are in groups. They have hobbies. They play video games. Actually, it's funny, man. They do a lot of the same dude stuff you do. A
Yeah, I
lot of
know.
these people, you
I
probably play
talk
with them
I
online.
kill 4 or 5 of them in a match, and they can't wait to say the N word. Like these are maddening. Like that's why I hold no sympathy for these red pill people.
But see,
Past
that's hold on, but
past 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 the
again,
ones that I,
but you're making an assumption about their race. They're
I
not all white. The black manosphere is a real thing. Oh, it's a
hey
real thing, and it's
hey look,
huge.
if you are a brother, look, if you are a brother blessed with melanin skin, curly hair, and all your teeth, you literally can have sex. I was just about to say something so mean about fat girls.
Yo,
There's
I'm not
literally
gonna say anything nice.
I'm not gonna say anything mean, but there's literally no way you can't get none. There's like you could fall into some pussy. It's that easy for like you just have an advantage. But like, hey, attitude is half the battle, right? Like
Attitude, man. How you present? How you
so
present?
I think that's where me and Eric can kind of identify. No matter what your pill selection, red, blue, orange, mulatto, green, shit, whatever. Ultimately, the way you present is how you will be accepted. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean everyone's going to take it in stride. We learned a valuable story about Alexa Irene Kennedy about how her perseverance and her ability to struggle gave an opening for people like me and Eric. That was a black woman doing something for black men.
That they can go find plenty of male examples and be encouraged by those. They don't care what women accomplish.
But your inability to see those accomplishments is literally the thing that's hindering you from going out and living your best life.
That was completely a joke. That was completely a joke. They'll take it from wherever they can get it from. I know a lot of these dudes that there's a lot of these dudes don't have any hate at all toward women. They just come to a realization about female nature and they just act accordingly.
Those people still need therapy. All you people with these damn pills.
Everybody in this country needs therapy.
Absolutely. So that's what we're gonna say. Swallow whatever the fucking pill you want, but go see therapy. And for lack of better terms, take a shower. If no one's told you, here's two men giving you advice. Take a shower, brush your teeth twice. I can't believe I'm saying it. Take care of yourself. And the world will somehow, universe will send this energy back to you. But here on the Identity Booth, I have learned something about Red Pill. Not a fan. Eric will be covering these topics on Facts Only.
Facts Only.
Facts Only podcast. So look forward for that in the playlist. But Eric, for what it's worth, whatever pill you're going to swallow, psychedelics, where can they find us?
They can find us right here on YouTube. Make sure you go and follow the page on Facebook. Make sure you go over to Twitch, hit that sub button. Then click the link tree. We're on Anchor. Anchor paying out checks, man. They dropped us a few cents the last week, man. We making a come up, man.
55 cents.
You know, yeah, and y'all know it's a coin shortage, so you know it's worth more than what it really is. Anyway, man, we are like Visa. We everywhere you need to be. So hey, man, you know, Visa, if you want to sponsor us, man, we more than willing. You know, slide us one of them black metal cards. We'll appreciate that.
Anyway. Heavy one.
Yeah, with no limit on it. Oh, nah.
But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Me and Eric, after dark, baby. Take care of yourself. Put on your goddamn mask. That wasn't bad.
Yeah. So the name of the nightly show is Six-ish. You literally said that. Yeah, we'll be on about six-ish.
I do like that. I do like that. I have been proven wrong. Six-ish.
Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down and we can catch the vibes.